stay away from being broke. I know it sounds like weird to say, but when we are broke, we tend to have more problems down the road. We tend to have problems throughout our everyday life as more bills are piled up, more things that we have to pay for, and it makes us more stressful. We start to feel like the world is against us. We start to feel sorry for ourselves. But don't do that. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Figure a way out of what I could do every day to improve this. How can I solve this problem? Whether it's getting a second job, working a side hustle, no matter what it is, try to figure out what you can do. And one of the best ways to do this is before you get a second job or work a side hustle is budget your money, budget your income, budget your debt, budget whatever you have. The more you do this every month, you'll start to see that you can save a lot of money. And listen, take it from me that I've been budgeting my money for almost a year now, and I've been able to save roughly about like $4,000 or $5,000 extra a year. Now it might not sound a lot, but you probably make more than I do, right? And if, with that being said, if when you do make more money, you can save more money. But you can't save money if you can't figure out where your money is going. I'm talking about track every single income. Literally every bus fare, every meal that you eat, every bills that you pay, and category it for each month. And figure out, I can cut back a little on eating out. I can cut back on buying drinks for everyone every weekend. Figure out what you can do to save a little bit more extra income, as not only will you thank yourself in the future, but you'll have more money left over. And the best way to do this is budget using a template, whether it's using Notion or whether that's using Google Sheet or Excel. And if you don't want to waste time making one of those, you can check down the link below. I have mine that I personally use. I literally the one that I created for myself that you can download for yourself. And with that being said, once you figure all of that out, then get a second job, whether it's working a minimum wage job or working at a side hustle with a friend or whatever it is. And listen, I understand if you have a full-time income or you have a salary job or whether you're working another minimum wage job, it's okay to get a second job. I know it's like having two jobs, it's like, why is this? I hear you. The economy is dog water. Nobody should have to work two jobs, waste 70 to 80 hours of their life working and slaving away toward a job and just make a little extra money. I know it's terrible, and I don't know why we can't fix this yet, and I hope soon that we can, because this isn't practical. This isn't living. This is just survival, And I understand that we don't want to do this, but what choice do we have right now? Whether we can dwell on it, complain about it with our friends and family, or we can get to work. We get a second job, try to figure out making extra income. Now, you don't have to, make crazy amount of money. I'm not saying make an extra like $5K a month. Try to make roughly $1,000 extra a month. It's realistic, it's practical, and it's very manageable to do, and it's less stressful. Even if this is making extra $500 extra a month, that will pay for the utility bills. That might pay partly for your rent. That might pay for some of your groceries. That can be like changing money for yourself. That can be very good for yourself. But I understand that you might not want to work a McDonald's job, or you might not want to work at a restaurant, or you feel like you're stepping down in life, as you feel like you're only going down now. And don't feel this way. I know why we might feel this way, as currently, listen, I just graduated, I'm still looking for a full-time job, and I'm working in a restaurant, and I feel like, what am I doing? I just graduated, and why can't I find a job, It's frustrating, It could be very irritating, but also knowing that this is it, either I'm not going to dwell on this, I'm going to figure out how to make this work. I'm going to work in the restaurant, I'm going to find a new job, and still make my dream work, And having that mindset will really change yourself. Really understand, like, not only am I blessed to have a job, but I'm also blessed that I can work a second job. As I'm young, as I don't have much responsibility, as I have a little bit extra time in my life, that I can do this. So just remember that, and take. And don't feel like you're stepping down, There's nothing wrong with getting a minimum wage job. And one of the best minimum wage jobs to get is working in the restaurant industry. Because not only can you make extra a month as a waiter, like $200 or $300 a night, that could be really serious good money. And even if you have a full-time job working Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, if you're making like $200 or $300 extra a month, making like roughly $500 for the week, you can make extra $2,000 a month, which that is really good. You could save all that money, or it could go into like going out more, or just whatever, they're paying your debt, or no matter what you have to do, And this is something that we tend to forget. Like, money will add up, But of course, I will say that money always does come and go. So don't feel like upset that like when you don't have money, money will come back to you. You just gotta figure a way and be a little bit more creative. But let's say you don't want to get a second job, or you can't find a second job because of this economy. Well, start a side hustle. Start doing freelancing. I currently do using Upwork and Fiverr, as I make roughly, I would say this month, not even that much, like $500, And again, this is life-changing money for me, but it does help pay some bills. It does help put some food on the table, as I can still eat out a little bit, And just having this is truly a blessing, Now, I'm not here to tell you that you can make extra 10K a month through dropshipping, SMA, or, whatever it is, If you want to make real money, quick cash right now, you got to start freelancing. Freelancing will be the best ally for yourself. It will take a little time to set up. You might have to create a portfolio. You might have to create some work for yourself. You might have to do some project for free to get that experience. But it will be worth it down the road. And the best way to really do this is work on a skill set. If you can't get a second job, start using that extra time and levitate it on learning something new, learning a new skill set, whether it's content creation, writing, whatever it is, learn it, and once you learn that, you can levitate that to make more money, and I will say, when you do this, you want to invest for your future, whether it's investing into the stock market, whether it's investing for crypto. I would be careful with crypto. If you are going to do anything with crypto, just do like Bitcoin, Ethereum for right now, unless you could like day trade the meme coins, but that's like that's a whole nother topic. But anyway, I'm gonna go off track. Yeah, invest for your future with a Roth IRA, a 401k. Have that online. When you have this, not only will you feel a little bit more safe for your future, but you feel like, okay, this is my network. This is like how much money I have saved. This is how much money I'm putting in my investment account. I feel a little bit at ease. I remember hearing a meme about someone had like 50K in their investment account and only like 5K in their checking account, and they said, man, I'm broke, but and they said this because 50K in investment is like for their future, 5K in their checking account is for their everyday life, for what they have to do, so have that mindset. If you have a good portfolio, if you have a good investment portfolio and you have a lot of money in it, you're not really broke, but like you are, like you are, but you aren't. You are because you're broke in the present, but you're not broke into the future. That's something I would look at it. But yeah, learn about money, invest in yourself in the future, And if you don't know much about stocks, definitely watch some YouTube video. Do not buy any ebooks or courses of how to invest in stocks. If you really want to know some good stocks right now, SP 500, VOO, VTI, VOO, SPY. You could do some blue chip stocks like Apple, Tesla, Microsoft. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is just like what's in my portfolio. So it's like, look into that. If you just want to invest into like dividend stocks, that will make you more of a passive income, definitely do more research. I can maybe make another video about that, but that'll be kind of off topic right now. But yeah, there are ways of how to make money. And this is something that school doesn't really teach us. Like, they don't show us it, as they just want you to believe that just having a 9-to-5 job, that's your only source of income. There are other ways of how to make money. You just gotta be creative, whether it's freelancing, investing, whether it's content creation, whatever it is, there are a lot of ways how to make money. There's a YouTuber, I forgot the person's name, but he pretty much like interviews like people of how they make money. And it's like the most spontaneous way of how to make money. Whether it's a waste management company, whether it's selling candy, whether it's selling books, it's crazy how many unique and great ideas of how to make money. As like, that's the best way to make money. You gotta become creative. You have to become the explorer, a pioneer. As not only will you learn more about money, but you will explore multiple sources of income. Because having 1 or 2 sources of income is okay, but having 3 to 5 sources of income is great. It's like a luxury. It's like the future. It's like a dream, And I understand the more source of income that you have, the more time it will take. But that really comes down to the more money that you have, the more you can invest, And I understand, don't be broke, But when you start to save more money, you can start using that same money and levitate it with investing, or whether it's in a high yield saving account. High yield saving account can make you a lot of money, especially if you have like 10K a month, right? If you have that sitting in your bank account, right? You save all that, then you can levitate that with an APY. roughly APY, the high yield savings account is roughly 4 or 5. You make extra a month, like literally, I think that's like $40 extra a month, and you can make roughly $400 or $500 extra a year. Which is, again, not life-changing money, but it could also be good to have an extra source of income. So that's why I say learn about money to figure a way of how to make more money. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I gotta get going, but yeah, just figure that out. I mean, YouTube is the best way to learn anything. That's how I learned a lot of my things. Also the internet, like you can Google. Just be careful, like, make sure like you're not getting trapped into like a money scheme or like a pyramid scheme. Try to avoid any get rich scheme, because they aren't really true. They aren't true at all. Don't be fooled. But just be smart about it. Don't give people your bank account. Don't think that you can make 10K a month in less than 30 days. Maybe you can. You might get lucky, but just please be smart about it. But yeah, all right, I gotta get going. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.